What is up, my friends? It is today's Anfield Agenda news roundup. We don't normally do these on a match day, but because it's a 7 p.m. start tonight, we thought there was enough time to give you guys an update on where we are with Liverpool's managerial search. Some decisions have been made about the offside technology for next season, and are Liverpool in the race to sign Jamal Musiala? According to the media, we may well be. That and lots more to come over the next 8 to 10 minutes. So I'm going to give you guys my take on all of these subjects, but of course I'd love to know your thoughts. Let us know in the comment section. Drop a like on the video and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. For the watch along, we will be live tonight from 7 p.m, taking you right through full watch along, post-match show, and of course player ratings video. As you can see in the bottom right hand corner, the tickets for our Dublin and Belfast shows are on sale. If you'd like to come and see us, you can scan that QR code or just go to Ticketmaster and have a little look on there. So let's get into today's stories. And the first one, well, a lot of people are probably going to be a little bit disheartened by some of the comments from Ruben Amorim today. I'm going to break the situation down and tell you why you don't need to be concerned. So let's start off with an update from Pedro Sepulveda, who has been probably the most close to this situation. It's probably the fairest way I can describe it, and somebody who's been given daily updates on it, and somebody whose version of it we believe to be the closest from all the media that have been putting out stories. We believe this one is exactly on the money. So he's been speaking and he said Ruben Amorim has already made a decision but won't announce it yet. Portuguese coach will leave Sporting at the end of the season regardless of whether he wins titles or not. He has informed the Sporting hierarchy of this decision as well. So, what can we take from this? Well, of course it means one thing. He is going to come and be the next Liverpool manager, and he's just being respectful to the situation he's in with Sporting. They're currently chasing not just a league title but a double there, which would be his second league title in his stint as Sporting manager, and I can understand it entirely. We would have expected something similar if indeed it was Xabi Alonso who was going to take the role. He would have wanted to see out the season, get the job done with Sporting, and then of course come and join Liverpool. So that's kind of where we're at with the latest on it. We probably won't get a public announcement, but I think we can take it at this point that Ruben Amorim will be the next Liverpool manager. Lots has been talked about behind the scenes. He has been speaking though, and he did say there was no interview with Liverpool or total agreement. Again, just saying that no decision has been formally made yet. Liverpool will of course have to work with Sporting on paying that release clause, or maybe trying to get that release clause down a little bit. We believe it currently stands at about 17 million euro. So maybe Liverpool just pay that, or maybe they look to get it down. But honestly, at this point, based off everything I'm reading, seeing, hearing, and of course the chats I've had with you guys, I think we can take it that Ruben Amorim is the next Liverpool coach. There's talk of a 3-year contract. I wouldn't take that as gospel just yet. Some people are saying there could even be an option of a fourth in that. I'm not sure, but it does look like Liverpool have moved, have gotten their man, and the details of this will be, I guess, hammered out over the next couple of weeks with an announcement to come at the end of the campaign. So, there we go on the Ruben Amorim news. That's the latest we have on our search for a manager. I think that search is over. Now, plenty more to talk about today, and one of the biggest talking points came from Fabrizio Romano, who posted to say Premier League clubs unanimously agreed to the introduction of semi-automated offside technology. The new system will be used for the first time in the Premier League next season. It's about time. There was a delay of a year on this. I reported back in the summertime that one of the reasons that the Premier League weren't using semi-automated technology was that the Nike football that's been used in the Premier League hadn't been tested enough with the technology for it to be given the go-ahead to use in the Premier League. That obviously has since been sorted out, or this vote wouldn't have taken place. So next season we will have that semi-automated offside technology. You're probably used to it from seeing it happen in in the Champions League, some FIFA international tournaments as well. And finally, this is, to me, a brilliant end to this trial, because I want this technology in. The less that we give power to those people in the VAR hub, the better. Semi-automated technology will do exactly as it says, automate the process. You've seen the how would I call it, technical wall, or the AI barrier that it puts up, and if any part of the attacking player's body breaks through that barrier, which would be where the last line of the defender is, you can see it on the screen in the graphic, and it's offside. It's pretty simple, so I'm glad that that's coming in. It should speed up the process a little bit as well. There are lots of grey areas in this technology as well that still have to be worked out. But I think all in all, it's a positive impact on the Premier League. And as I said, the more we can get away from relying on those clowns in Stockley Park that have to make these decisions, the better I think we will all be. So just confirmation there from Fabrizio Romano that Liverpool will be part of the Premier League, and of course be part, I don't know why you're saying part of the Premier League, Craig. Liverpool will be in the league next year using this semi-automated offside technology. That's the sentence that I really tried to put out there. And the last bit of news we have today is around some transfer updates. Lots of people have been asking over the past week or two. I'm really going grey here with the language today. You can tell I've had one cup of coffee, right? So Liverpool have been mentioned a lot with Jamal Musiala over the recent couple of weeks. No more so than with you guys in the chat asking me, is there any chance of it? I still wouldn't hold my breath on it, but it has been announced by Miguel Delaney of the Independent. Manchester City are one of a number of major European clubs considering a move for Jamal Musiala in the summer. I wouldn't call Manchester City a major European club, but I guess technically maybe Miguel's right on that one. Goes on to say, with their interest more advanced than their rivals. Miguel finishes up though by saying Liverpool, Barcelona, PSG are among other clubs looking at the situation, but all have different budget constraints. The fact that we actually have a budget is probably a big part of that, because we know budget constraints isn't really a problem that Manchester City have ever had to contend with. But look, I'd love Jamal Musiala, and at this point, it wouldn't surprise me if he does leave Bayern. Bayern wouldn't want him to leave, but Bayern are a bit of a mess at the minute, and they're probably going to be pipped to the league title this year by Leverkusen. So I would hope that we'd be in the race, but looking at the names of some of those people who are interested, PSG as an example, Manchester City, can Liverpool really compete financially with those clubs? You know the answer to that question. The answer is no, because we're not backed by a state. We're backed by an investment group. So the answer is no, we can't compete. So I wouldn't hold my breath on it, but I had to bring the subject up because Jamal Musiala has been a major talking point from our fan base over the last while, particularly with the idea of Ruben Amorim coming in and us maybe playing with two number 10s. So let's wait and see what happens there, but I wouldn't be holding my breath on him as much as I'd love him to come in. Florian Wirtz, not seeing anything new on that one. We did report yesterday that if Ruben Amorim does indeed come to Liverpool, there was talk that he wanted to bring 3 Sporting players with him. Hulman, who's a holding midfielder, Diamande, who's a right-sided centre-back in Amorim's system of a back 3, and of course Gonzalo Inacio, who is a left-sided centre-back in the back 3 that Ruben Amorim plays, and Sebastian Coates, ironically, is the one that plays in the centre for him. Sebastian Coates, of course, a former Liverpool player. So whether those 3 players come with him or not remains to be seen, but I can understand why the interest is there, particularly in the 2 centre-backs. We have looked at Inacio for quite a while, so maybe now is the time that Liverpool look to make their move and bring him in. So that is pretty much it from me, my friends. Just a reminder that we will be live tonight from 7 p.m. Hope to see you for the show. Full watch along, player ratings, match reaction, and all the other stuff that you'd expect on a match day. Thank you guys so much for giving up a few minutes of your day to have a chat with me, and I'll catch up with you soon. Bye bye.